as advertised, or
Who?
freshman Kristen?
Kristen? Yeah, there's days when Kristen is really, really, really good. She's really confident. She's really aggressive. And then there's days when she's a freshman and unsure. You know, she's gotten real comfortable in certain spots on the floor in certain parts of our offense and defense. But then during the course of whatever's going on, you find yourself in a different spot, in a different situation. That's what takes time for a freshman. But she's going to be really good, really good.
How does she compare to other freshmen at this point?
I mean, it's only been, I don't even think we've had 14 practices. I don't think we've had 2 weeks of practice. So, you know, you really can't say. There's some things that she does, you know, that are as good as a lot of freshmen. But it's way too early. You know, it's way too early.
You recruiting Kobe's kid yet? Or?
We've had some illegal contact with her. She was in the locker room a couple times with us. So 10, 12 years from now, whenever that is, let's see if it still holds up.
Did you see the video?
No.
You did? It was pretty funny.
No, is it good?
Yeah, it was Reggie and Reggie Miller and Kobe coming together at the Lakers game, and Reggie was trying to beg him to send her to UCLA, and he goes, "No, he's sold on UConn." So that was about. It was like 20 seconds later.
Hellbent on the Huskies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll find it. But I wonder, can I ask on that vein, what is it like? Because you've had kids who have had parents that are really good basketball players, and you got one coming in. I can't talk about it. But is there a difference in a kid that's had a parent that, you know, has had some sort of level of certainly not Kobe's acclaim, but acclaim and experience at top level of playing? Is there some differences there?
I think if it's handled the right way, yeah, I think there's a positive difference. You know, there's a lot of parents that they put unnecessary expectations on their kids. That, hey, I accomplished this, so that's what I want you to accomplish. And the kids sometimes are like, maybe I don't have that, you know. So if it's handled the right way, there's this feeling of I'm used to success. I know what success looks like. I know how much work it takes to be that successful. So I've seen it work exceptionally well, and I've seen kids really struggle to try to live up to their parents' expectations. But generally speaking, it's a good thing. You know, it's a good thing.
And no one, I mean, you know Kobe now, so have you sensed a pretty healthy relationship as far as that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, how old is Gigi?
12 and 13.
12, 13. You know, I'm sure he's probably one of those overbearing dads. You know, he coaches her team. He's probably, you know, he's already talked to me about, you know, I've got 2 kids. One of them's got like just a laid-back mentality, and the other one, you know, like baby Mamba or something. You know, he wants his kids to have that Mamba mentality. You know, and it's interesting because whenever he's around us and he's around our team or our coaching staff with his kids, he's unbelievable as a dad. I mean, he stays out of it completely.
Okay.
He puts them all at the forefront of everything. He's not one of these guys that's, you know, hey, you should see my daughter. She's unbelievable. You know, and how come you haven't offered her a scholarship yet? Like, you get a lot of that by a lot of these people, you know. I saw a kid in 5th, 10, 11, a boy with a couple coaches. Say, hey, is your team any good? He goes, yeah, we're #1 in the country. I almost had a heart attack. You know, I said, you're what? He goes, #1 in the country. I go, how does a 10-year-old know we're #1 in the country? He goes, oh, we travel to all these tournaments. He goes, yeah, we're rated #1 in the country. said, you got to be kidding me. I went for the equivalent of like Manchester to Glastonbury when I was 11 to go play a game. I thought I was never coming home. I thought we were spending the night. These guys, I said, you're getting on a plane and flying? Yeah. So, you know, it's a different world, and these kids grow up way too fast in that respect. And I don't think that's the situation that Kobe's in with his kids, which is great. I think the other thing is recognizing whatever talents your kid has that may not be in the sport you played or in any sport, for that matter. So I just think there's an expectation of success, which I think is great.
Are you used to, like Monet when she played in Little League, she announced that she wants to play at UConn, and now it's like, it's not going to happen. No. But are you used to being like held up as sort of like the Montreal Canadiens or you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like there's reality to it, but there's myth to it also.
Yeah. I was talking with the players about that today, as a matter of fact, before practice. I was talking to them about, because we're here all the time as players and as coaches, we are like kind of numb and immune to everything that's around us. I don't think we walk in here every day and look around the building and go, wow. But anytime we go someplace, anytime we're in public, anytime we're around other people, they have this perception that is almost mythical.
Right. And
I don't know that players can actually live up to that perception or what people think of them, but it's part of their life wherever they go. The expectation is, you must be the best basketball player in the country. Which one of you guys is the best basketball player in the country? Oh, it's got to be a couple of you because you play at UConn. Like, that's not necessarily true, but that's the perception that people have out there. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think the kids that walk in here and walk around like I'm the best player in the country and buy into that are in for a rude awakening.
Can you talk about the experience at West Point yesterday? A lot of the players said it was very eye-opening to them just to see.
Yeah, well, the thing that's most impressive, I think, about any of the academies, for these kids, that's the only one that they've ever been to, really. I think the experience of being in an environment where so much is expected of you every minute of every day. And they came away from there shaking their head going, I can't believe how hard it must be for these guys my age. Come out of high school and right away be in that environment and what the expectation level is. They were just, I think, taken back by the demands, the class work demands, the daily demand, the rigors, the discipline, the tradition, what the ultimate outcome is. That it's like, man, and I've got to, I got to go fly and play in a game and fly back. Wow, that's going to be really hard. We got a really tough schedule, and my day is brutal. Yeah, okay. You just saw what a brutal day looks like, and I think they got a healthy respect for their peers. Those are, we're sitting there having lunch with all 4,000 cadets. And you look around, who's in there? I don't know. Future generals, presidents. I don't know. Not, it's not your normal everyday. And some of the conversations that they were involved in with Geno Auriemma, the superintendent. He really got them. He really got to them. I think he was amazing. He was really good. He was really good. Yeah, the biggest message is always about, whatever your definition of winning is. That was the defining theme of yesterday. You can't just show up. You have to show up to win. That's the world they live in. We don't just show up. We show up to win. So they try to win at something, at everything they do every day. Like General Dempsey always says, they're undefeated and they never play home games. And we hope they never do.
Did you go to Maggie Dixon's gravesite?
No, we didn't have a chance to do that. We didn't have a chance to do that. The day was crazy. We were going to, but it just got too late. It got too late.
I just think, that they would do that for her, that they would allow her.
Yeah. Dave McGarity was great. He was such a great host. And he was telling us that, she has such a special relationship with everyone at the academy that they won't, generally you don't get that. I mean, nobody gets that. I don't care who you are. Nobody gets that. They thought that much of her that they wanted to do that for her.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but how's practice going this week, and has the defense improved since we were in Philly for media day and you weren't too impressed with them?
Well, since media day, Mariah, Stewie, Gabby, Kia have not attended practice, so the defense hasn't gotten that much better. But there are some glimpses that it can be better. But we've got a lot of work to do. There's a long way to go defensively for this team. It's going to be an incredible challenge to get to our past standards of what great defense is at Connecticut.
How are you feeling about some of the players who didn't play that much last year, who are probably going to have to play for you more this year?
How am I feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Like right this moment?
Sure.
Like right when I'm about to have dinner, or like when I'm tossing and turning at night? We're in new territory. We haven't been here in a long time. We're just saying we're probably going to start two kids that have never started a game ever at Connecticut. When was the last time that happened? And we're going to start one kid who's not ever started any games, played any games even at Connecticut. And then the kids coming off the bench are kids that have absolutely zero playing experience in any meaningful situation at Connecticut. When was the last time that happened? So it's been a while. We're in a situation that we haven't been in, and it's going to take some time to shake it all out. But as I said, we have our moments when it looks like it could work.
You didn't want to answer some of those questions, did you?
Which one?
I could answer them.
Which ones?
Like the last time you didn't, two players that didn't start and stuff like that. I have those answers.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Okay.
It's been a while. Tell me it's been a while.
It has been.
Okay, good.
But you went to the final four. But you went to the Final Four that year in 136 games. But that's okay.
Yeah, but we had Diana Taurasi.
No, you didn't.
No, we missed that one.
You had Maya. Did have Maya though.
Yeah, we did have Maya. We did have Maya. It's a big difference. It wasn't just Maya. We had a couple other good players. I think.
Mm-hmm. After that, you had three kids because Kelly never started the game before that.
We're not. Yeah, we got a ways to go.
Yeah, wait till next year.
I know. I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't even want to think about that.
Since you're not going to be number one in the AP preseason poll, do you want to put all the pressure on Notre Dame?
Nah. No, I don't think it matters. You know.
Because I was going to say, you like that pressure. You guys
Yeah, I
like
do.
that pressure.
I think you're either a great team or you're not a great team. What it says in a poll doesn't really change that. I know when we've had great teams, and it didn't matter whether we were number 1 or number 2 or number 3. Doesn't matter. And I know when certain teams are picked number 1, whether they're a great team or they're not a great team. So wherever they pick us, I'm not sure that we're that good. So it doesn't matter to me this year. It really doesn't. You know, if we're playing a team that's number 1 in the country, I don't think it's going to be any different than we're playing some team that's number 11 or 21. They're all going to be, oof. So.
Well, it's not like being number 1 is a big deal around here anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think the expectation is, you know, is we expect you to be great. We expect you to have a great program every year. We expect you to have a great team every year. We expect you to be in the Final Four every year and to win a national championship. For most of our coaching staff and our players and everybody, we all want the same things. Some years, you know that you can bet on it, it's going to happen. Other years, so you don't even think about it anymore, like, can we not? You either just know, or you know you can, or you know that you can't, unless you get lucky. So you don't map it out, you know. Yeah, if this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and that happens. We're trying to win every day. We're just trying to get a W every day. Today we got a W. Today we won. Yesterday we lost. Today we won. Tomorrow we have off. That's a W with 5 stars.
Wednesday, not the West Point trip.
No, we practiced yesterday.
All right.
Yeah, that was an L. The day was a W, but practice was an L.
Okay.
We were 1-1. Tomorrow it's a 5-star day. No practice. Sunday we're back to hug.